Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Delirium League 3.10. In this episode, this is the final episode of the build. This is like where it all just peaks. It's like, what happened? How is this possible? Okay, so I gotta do a quick little thing. Carrion Golems are way better than you could have ever expected. Oh my god, they're insane. We have 4 Carrion Golems carrying the entire build. We have our fastest Uber Elder, a 143. I'll show you right now. Okay, timer, start, go. Give me the fastest time. 144. Oh, I beat my time. I got like a 143 or a 144. Oh, and the jewel. And the jewel. And the jewel. I beat my time, dude. That's it. That's my record. That was the one. I gotta go clip it. I gotta go clip it, dude. That was the one. I played it so bad. Holy shit, it's so easy. I can get even faster. Wrath, Purity of Elements, Pride. So yeah, we got a 143 with this Carrion Golem build at Uberalder, and so you might have noticed we added zombies to the build. The changes, we have an extra Spectre, we actually run Death Attunement, we don't have Ravenous Horde because we got given from a viewer Onslaught Fortified Double Corrupted Weapon with the perfect thing. I also have the Carrion Golem damage enchant with minion damage, minion life, and +3 int. Crafted all this stuff. It's beautiful. I changed the Ami to the +1 int and physical skill gems for the extra level on the Carrion Golem. So the Carrion Golem's actually a level 30. We have the stone and the chaos in the boot for the health regen and the physical damage reduction. And we also were able to take redemption, and these 3 nodes we got an extra renewal. We don't have all of this pathing anymore. We were able to min-max the build to have the extra 4% mana reserve without needing this. This is disgusting. I also switched the Flasks, so we have increased armor and increased duration on a Basalt, and we're now using an Eternal Mana Flask instead of the Divine Mana Flask because Eternal has a longer duration, and it still gives you 5 uses in the charges that it has, so it's really efficient and really good, and it actually lasts longer, so that's an upgrade. And this build, Carrion Golems are just, oh my god, it's so insane. It doesn't make any sense. So basically people are gonna say, how did this go under the radar, and how did we not know that it was broken? Okay, so what happened is, let's show it. POB. So this is the fastest build at killing Uberalder of my minion builds at this point, right? This is the highest damage build, but in POB, let's show what it's telling me. So we're in POB. I have all this stuff. This is literally the build. Okay, everything's selected, everything's ticked. The only thing not counted is AG. This is fine. So, 2 million damage with Impale fully stacked. And there's 4 of them, so it does 8 million. Now, a lot of people will say, but Ethan, you forget the 50% more damage from having 10 minions. It's like, okay, so 50% more, 3 million. 4 minions, 12 million? What I'm doing in this game doesn't look like 12 million with Carrion Golems. And so I don't really know. I don't think it's 12. I think it was more like 29 or 30 or even 40, cuz pretty much this is performing better than the stone golems every time consistently. Whereas stone golems, if they perform perfectly, they are amazing. Their damage is insane if the monsters don't move and they can just slam and it's fair game, you know? Stone golems. But if it's a messy fight, if your stone golems roll and troll, you will lose a lot of DPS. Monsters will live. It's really weird. It takes long. It can feel really awkward. Whereas these Carrion Golems, clean as fuck. And so I don't think POB is right. I don't know what's going on here. That's why I'm saying this is my final variation. I made the improvements from my viewer comments, which was basically that I forgot about the Carrion Golem giving more damage per non-golem minion near them, up to 50%. And so, now we have the zombies in the build, 8 zombies, 4 Spectres, and an AG, so we actually have 13, and I don't know how much near means, but hopefully that works, and that's why, and I don't really know. The damage is so messed up, I don't really understand, and we have the 7,000 energy shield to where, to be honest, I could take out these 3 points and spend them in more damage, like the fearsome 4s. Get the extra area so they reach farther, but it's a lot of energy shield, so I didn't take it out. The other thing is I could take these 4 if I wanted even more energy shield. 542 energy shield for 4 points. It's pretty gross. 1 int node is 130 energy shield. I love this build. Is 1 node 286, and my Watcher's Eye 1139. It's so disgusting. It really is. So this is the final variation of the build. I wanted to first go over the changes I made to get it to the Carrion, and also the changes I made to improve it from the last one. So I've already put out a build guide for this. If you want to see the previous episode, I'll probably leave a link to it. But I just wanted to put this out here as this is what I was going to leave it at. And one of the other final things, if you had more problems with getting the mana reserve, then you could take out these 3 points, these 3 points, spend another 4 on a medium with an extra mana reserve. It was hard to get them, so I had a Corrupted Blood, I have a mana reserved 5 passive, mana reserve 4 passive, mana reserve 4 passive. I even had mana reserve large and a mana reserve large. This is so hard to replicate. And minion damage. I corrupted myself. I have 3 of them. Minion damage 5, minion damage 4, minion damage 4. And then I had 2 mana reserves. The build is crazy. I don't know where to improve it from here, but thanks to the dude for letting me borrow the Onslaught Fortify weapon for the thing. And now next, I want to do my fastest Awakener 8 because we can. So a 143 Uber Elder is really cool, but now I want to do even better. So let's go through the skills for everybody and go through the build. We have a Carrion Golem 2123, Awaken Melee Fizz to get the 10% chance for Intimidate, so we can select Intimidate down here. Awaken Multi, Pog, Awaken Brutality, Awaken Minion Damage, Empower. I just want to check something while it was on my mind. I was thinking, man, I want to see what a Harmony switch to an Eminence does live. It's not bad. You could switch one or two. It's not bad. Switch it back. Harmony's more damage you see, and the cooldowns for the other skills like Leap Slam. So it's 1.29 instead. It's kind of cool. And Cascade, the bone attack. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Just wanted to check it live in the vid. Okay, Clarity, level 1 to activate the Watcher's Eye. Watcher's Eyes only affect you. Animate Guardian, 21-23 in the helmet. Raise Spectre, raise Zombie, and the Blood Magic. Holy shit, my Spectres aren't 21-23. I have to fix that. I'm glad I noticed. Well, I'll put that here, but I'll fix that right after. That's so... how the fuck? Okay, here's the Purities and my Val Discipline. And Pride with the Enlighten 4 in the chest plate. So the chest plate has the +2 aura and the reduction of crit. The helmet was the minion life, minion damage +3, so it's a 6-link helmet with a +3, which is an empower, so it's a 7-link helmet. The chest plate's the +2, which is like an empower 3 with half crit, which is half of a brass dome. This shit is so broken. Okay, so Stone Golem, 21-23 with Maim. So we have Maim in the build. Chaos Golem and Feeding Frenzy. So we have Feeding Frenzy in the build. Flame Dash. Dread Banner with Awakened Generosity. Gloves, Phase Run, Increased Duration. And then Aspect of the Avian in the weapon. So even his weapon had the Avian and he had the Onslaught Fortify. Oh my god, dude. So to go through the items, he let me borrow the Onslaught Fortify weapon. This is literally best in slot. This is the thing you want. This is the god tier. This was the best you could do, and I have it. So then you didn't have to take the Ravenous Horde, and you could actually anoint Death Attunement, which is just so insane because the Onslaught is so much better than Ravenous Horde. Okay, Bone Helm. We got a Carrion Golem, 86 plus item level Carrion Golem damage. I found the damage was better than the buff. And then we have +3 was the priority, then minion life. Next best, minion damage int. Okay, Sack Walls. I like the +2 and the reduction of crit. We went for high ES, high int. It's like 70 int with 200 ES. This is 224 ES with 52 int and 69 int. This Ami is so much int, +2 to the Carrion Golem and everything, and then 20% increased ES. We have int dex ES, increased ES, and endurance charge. And then we have dex, int, ES, minion damage, and endurance charge. Meteor Anoints, Stygian Vice, 10 strength, increased armor. The armor is insane, by the way. That's a lot of armor. 56 to maximum energy shield, 18% increased maximum energy shield, and it's just stats and stats and stats on stats of ES, minion LE res, which probably helps my Spectres and Enemy Guard and all that live, and I didn't even know I had that on there the whole time. Minion blind. Holy shit. That jewel. So yeah, then I used mana reduction, minion damage, large cluster with Primordial Bond Renewal, Rotting Claws, 2 jewel sockets. The priority on the Harmony would just be the damage per golem type, not the cooldown, because on the cooldown of the Carrion Golems doesn't matter. So your priority would be the golem damage for each type of golem you have summoned. So if you had this at 20%, this is 60% increased golem damage because you have 3 golems, 3 types, and so it's 20 times 3. Where in mine right now this is 18 times 3, so this is only 54%, which is obviously worse than 60. But all for cooldown recovery speed, which I don't really need in the... This is just the harmonies I had from the Stone Golem build. So then this is my 5 passive, 1% reduced, Dread March, Renewal, Jewel Socket, Medium Cluster. It has to be a 4 or a 5 passive. Minions have 12% increased max life. We have Primordial Harmony, again, just go for the 20. at 4 or 5, this was Corrupted Blood, Pure Guile, Pure Might, and Jewel Socket. So instead of Pure Guile, if you don't need the dex, you can actually go for the Purity of Lightning one with reduced mana reservation. You'll get some intelligence, and you also get 1% ES regen. So in my build, 70 regen would be fucking insane. 71 regen, I actually really want that, but I didn't have it with Corrupted Blood, so I can't use it in the build. Primordial Might. Easy. Don't really worry, just get the 22 increased life and reduce mana. GG. Here's an 8 passive Feasting Fiends, Primordial Bond, Rotting Claws, Jewel Sockets. The reason for the Feasting Fiends is I got lucky on Corruption, and then I might as well use it, and now I have a Feasting Fiends in the build, so I have Liege. So if you might want 1 Feasting Fiends in the build instead of 1 Renewal. Okay. But it's technically worse. Wave Primordial Eminence with the reduced mana, 20% increased attack. Pog, Dread March again with the renewal, Jewel Socket, reduced mana. Watcher's Eye, this one was a priority of percent of max mana as extra energy shield. I told you it gives me 1139 energy shield, that's why I got it. Then the bonus is these extra things, so you want things that work with Purity of Lightning, Purity of Fire, Purity of Ice, because those things affect you. The Pride, there's nothing really good. You don't really want to do Dread Banner or anything if you could, because it doesn't affect you because of Generosity. Yeah, so you usually want to do the Clarity or the Discipline or the Purities if you're going to do a Watcher's Eye. And then another Harmony, 20%. Here we have an Eminence and another Medium and another, and then here we have the Anima Stone with reduced mana. That's to get more golems. Large Cluster again with reduced mana. Primordial Harmony. Yo, I ruined the build. Harmony, Eminence. Did I just roll back the import? I just broke the build. What did I do? I'll be right back. Here, if you want to know how to enable the whole build, I just freshly imported it. So I click the cluster jewels, click the cluster jewel, cluster, cluster, cluster. So much clustering. Oh my god, look at all the points I spent on cluster jewels. I love this build. Alright, dude. And then we go select the stuff, so we get the minion damage, Power Frenzy. So this is 2 Carnage Chieftain, 2 Host Chief, 1 Host Chieftain and 1 Theof Tool. Yeah. There we go, 2,041,041. The Carnage and Host Chieftain can be found from the Act 7 Ashen Fields. You can find Theof Tool from Tool's Domain, which is a Breachstone, Tool Breachstone, and you have to kill the rare monster that looks like the Theof Tool, this big thing that throws down a cloud like a snowstorm, and it's the biggest monster in the tool, and you'll see like 20 of them, and it puts down this cloud, and you kill it, and it doesn't actually say Theof Tool as its name. Its name is a rare generic name like Beast Shredder, and it's like, why? But it's Theof Tool, dude. Why is it always a rare name? So it's not actually Theof Tool, it's a rare name like Beast Shredder or some weird shit, and so look for some weird random rare name instead of Theof Tool, but you know what it looks like because it's this big. I'll show you in game in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Theof Tool is this big guy right here, and he throws down a cloud, and that's in the Tool's Domain. You're welcome. Back to the build. Like I said, I replaced the mana flask with this one because it has better, so I'll show you actually in game the difference of the 2 things I changed. So first of all, we had this mana flask, so this one has 3.5 seconds and 1176 mana. This is a divine, this is what I was using. This one, more mana, more duration, more charges. Nope, same charges. So this is just Eternal Mana Flask is just better. Okay. Basalt Flask, immune to curse. I changed it to the armor and duration, so 7.2 from 3.9. And then we're still using this the same. Could change this, but... So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next up is I'm going to try to do really fast Awakener 8s if I can get a hold of some. I'm going to try to run some myself, you know, get a few. If other people will run them while I'm doing it and try to get me some Awakener 8s today while I do that, that'll be pretty cool. It's probably like one of the last things I do of the League for this build, and then maybe I start planning shit for the next League for you guys. Hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I hope that the Awakener 8 goes pretty well where I can get a really fast time close to 140. My fastest is 145 and I want to beat it as well. I got my fastest Uberalder time, 143. Now I want my fastest Awakener 8 time. I want a new PB. Let's go. I already have one this season, but yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Can't do this without you. You really don't know how much it means to me. Thank you guys to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, guys. Whee! I'm 26 now. Hi. I'll see you guys in today's stream. Bye!